Hey folks, we'll get started with our event in just a moment. We're just doing an opening spiel and then we'll be right with you. Looking forward to this event. It's the 80% ladies singles handicap tournament, as in 80% handicap to their averages. We'll explain more when we go on the air. Be right back.
Hello and welcome to Ladies 80% Singles Handicap Tournament, second version, defending champion Sarah Wright. I'm Paul Grant with Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe, over 2,200 videos now, semi-pro to pro action. We cover everything. The ESPN of Candlepin Bowling, free to subscribe. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, about 15 or so away from 5,000 subscribers. We got some nice distinguished ladies here today. We got Peggy Donnelly. We've got Celeste Buckmore. We got Krista Ruggiero in front with Sammy Smith. Behind us, Kristen Poirier, behind, smiling, donating $10 for strikes from 3 bowls today. Diane Hammett. We have Laurel Sullivan, who had the flow parade at Wakefield Bowldrome, Wakefield, Mass. It's 5-string format. It's 80% handicapped. Another shift at 3 p.m. today. Come on down. At this point, Kim Baker running the tournament, doing a great job, supporting Candlepins for Cancer. What do you ladies say?
Wow!
All right, here we go. Welcome, Greg Gouillart.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the setup.
Good luck, everybody, and hello, everyone. 80% singles handicap, just simple 5-stringer otherwise, so total pinfall plus that 80% to 130, I believe it is, their tournament average as declared. I'll need those handicaps actually when you get a chance, but otherwise.
And we're doing 80% next week at Bayberry Bowlodrome, new name now, Bayberry Bowlodrome, owners of Acton Bowlodrome in Acton, Mass. That'll be next Saturday, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Register on their Facebook page or the post on Candlepin Chat or message me privately for next week. That's Bayberry Bowling Bowlodrome next week. 80% singles handicap. All right, here we go. All right, we have lanes. What lanes we covering here, Greg? What lanes we covering, Greg, here?
3 and 4,
Right.
please.
So we have Peggy Donnelly and Krista Ruggiero. Her husband, Justin Ruggiero, had hip surgery here in attendance. He's out all year. He won the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class C Northern Conference a couple of seasons ago, and now out for a year. Good guy. His wife, Krista Ruggiero, in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class F down Class E. Start for a season 10-4 win over Brian Hebert II here. 5-2 washout. Peggy Donnelly, veteran bowler, threw a 155 ladies 220 doubles event 2 weekends ago. It's on Candlepin Bowling Network and YouTube. What a day she had there. Tournament high single, 2 in the 8 with Wood, and she missed it. We'll cover all the ladies at least once, probably twice, some maybe 3. Greek Church, leave for Ruggiero. Ruggiero. Peggy taps it down. It won't quite go. Didn't want the PGS, a 9. Krista at a 7. 80% singles handicap. Come on down for the 3 p.m. shift. You can register at Candlepins, number 4, cans.com. Also, so we know who's coming. But if not, come on down around 2:30 latest, if you can. Justin Ruggiero clips on 1. Greg Gouillart will call the next couple of boxes. Good to cover the ladies' game. Light turnout this morning. Got a bigger shift this afternoon. $500 sponsored by Candlepins for Cancer, a proud sponsor of Candlepin Bowling and the women's game. Glad to be here with Greg. Right, Krista trying to bounce back. New to Candlepin Bowling. Her son Dominic turned 16 today. Bowling the junior program here at Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. Academy Lanes since 1963, a generation of the DeBurrows running the center. Ernie, Ted, and Josh in the wings waiting. Krista trying to make a big out. And she'll end up with a 6 after a 7 start. Tough start. It's 5 strings, though. Peggy Donnelly trying to get an out. She does, in a sense, with an 8. 17 through 2 in the first of 5. First of 2 shifts today. Later tonight, it's Class E. Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour debut. Please welcome Emily Reed. Jonathan Reed's out of Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. His daughter, bowling.
I'll be right back.
7 o'clock tonight on the ACST Facebook page. Take on Nathan McLaughlin, who threw a 132 and 124 against Mark Pori. His wife here, Kristen's bowling today as well. We're on Candlepin Bowling Network and YouTube. Krista, nice second ball. Almost got it. 3 in the 9. Good effort. Peggy has the 1. Peggy picks it up. That's a spare. 27 of the ball through 3 early on. 68 years young, keeps himself in great shape. Always smiles with a good attitude. At least in front of me, anyway. I turn my back, not so much. Just kidding, Peggy. She's a fun lady. Competes in all the tournaments. Win, lose, or draw. Krista at 9, just 22 through 3. It is 80% handicap. Anybody can bowl, anybody can win. That's a nice ball. Check mark right. 5 middle, 3, 6, 10 to the right of the queen, the 5. If there's a king, there's a queen. For the ladies, why not? Donnelly in the bonus, right side, 6, 1, 7, 8, 9. Greg will catch up on the scoreboard here in a moment.
Yeah.
33 through 3. Ruggiero threw it on the 10. 3 middle, 5 left, 6 right in that triangle. Peggy trying to get 2 in a row with Wood behind, and she missed number 1. Ruggiero with the Wood gets 1 for an 8, just 30 through 4. And Peggy Donnelly on the 1 for a 10, 43 through 4, 3 over par. A sport for any age, nothing like Candlepin Bowling. It's unbelievable. Check out your local bowling center, join the league. Krista trying to finish up the half strong. It's a good ball. It crosses over. It's a 2-1 split. 7 left, 5 middle, 9 right. Wood in front angled, 1 to the left of the queen. The 5. Peggy on the 10. Peggy from Boxford, Massachusetts, originally Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 100 league average, currently 102, her best year. Very steady over the years. High single of 178. Good second ball. Won't go to the 2-4. Krista's still there in the same 2-1 split. Peggy's high triple 420, high 575 out of Riverwalk Lanes. Amesbury, Mass. Her mother got her involved 35 years ago. She was a late bloomer. So when she was 33 years young, she started bowling. Loves it. Krista ends up with a 7. Disappointing 37 start. Peggy wraps around the 4 for a 9. She ends up with a 52 start. And veteran bowler Celeste Buckmore, always in the running. Always up there competing, rather. And always competes in the Candlepins for Cancer Ladies roll-offs. Always in the top 5, top 10 usually. Not top 5 necessarily.
Sorry, Paul. Having more difficulty than usual accessing handicaps for the bowlers. We can do that between strings.
Yep. Okay, we'll just do the scratch scores for now.
Yeah. Sorry, folks.
Here's Kristen Poirier.
We're multitasking event organization and all that.
2 rearrange 4. You could say 2 4.57. Right side 9-10. Celeste takes out the 4-7-8. Kim Baker making the Candlepins for Cancer shirts. I'm running the tournament today. Help me out. Thank you, Kim. Now, Kristen Poirier, new to Candlepin bowling in a sense, outside of Butwell's bowling center in Concord, New Hampshire, bowling for years, but now they're starting to bowl in more tournaments. Now bowling the 220 doubles event. And here today in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class E Northern Conference. Try and get a couple here. Smooth ball, grabs 1 for a 7 to start her match. Celeste 1-2-9, and she ends up with a 9 herself. 2 in a lane this shift. Probably 2 in a lane next shift, maybe 3. We'll see. Kristen's from Hillsborough, New Hampshire, originally Derry, New Hampshire. 93 current average, 96 her best year. 142 high single. Off to the right in the 10. High triple 323, high 511. Celeste hits the pocket and takes 8. Wood slides between the wiggling 6 and 10. Poirier leads up 6. 16 plus years of Candlepin bowling out of Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. What a great job the Dallas family does. And Celeste on the board, spare. 19 of the ball through 2 in the first of 5. First of 2 shifts today. Ladies 80%. Singles handicap tournament sponsored by Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. A nice out for Poirier, a 9. With the ball all done with the box, so 16 through 2. $100,000 plus paid out to families going through cancer treatments.
Wow.
Well over 150 families. Do your part by going to Candlepins number 4 at cancer.com via Venmo. If you don't have Venmo, you can send a check. The address Candlepins number 4 at cancer.com or wherever I stream live. Make a donation in the bucket or your local bowling center bucket as well. Chris's husband to the right is pacing with Diane Hammett as we had odd amount of bowlers. Here's Poirier, nails the pocket and breaks to the banana split. Disappointing Case McCool. But give it 2 points to the horseshoe leaner. That'd be a fun rule, Greg, huh?
We're just doubling up on Candlepin Bowling Network memes now.
I know, just make more scoring. Decent wood for a spare. Can she pick it up? She missed everything. Diamond for Buckmore, 6 in the fill, 25 through 2. And she won't get much there, just the 5.
Poirier was looking to deflect the wood, of course. Ball would take the 10 and down into the 4. Now she'll probably go safer on ball 3.
Nope, she's the same spot for an 8. We'll never know. Throw another ball, just a heck of it, Kristen.
That's a 0 box, no!
No, I know. If you throw a 4, it's a 0 box. It happened in the ACST match this year. Actually, it happened several times this in the last year. Even in tournaments I've done.
It's harsh, but the rule is a 0 box if you throw too many in a frame.
Well, if we make a rule saying, okay, we know it's not going to be a 0 box, just throw for the heck of it. That's okay.
No, we pinky promise. Psych!
6:24 through 3 for Kristen Poirier. Celeste Buckmore, an 8:33 through 3.
For those new, rules are primarily based off the ICBA rulebook, the International Candlepin Bowling Association.
We got Sammy Smith in the house, rising star in the ladies' game later on. Diane Hammett, Laurel Sullivan of Wakefield Bowldrome here as well. Nice lady. All the ladies here nice. All right, Poirier's got a bunch here. 1-3, 4-7, 10. 1-3 in front, 4-7 left, 10 right.
Celeste Buckmore's average 97. Kristen Poirier's average 93.
Field goal for Poirier. Not a happy shot there. Ooh. Good try by Celeste. Almost got it. It's a 9, 42 through 4.
Poirier that was her third.
That was the third ball.
Yeah. She may be waiting on a reset. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, now she resets it finally. Okay, that was a $5. So just 29 through 4. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling, folks.
Possible breakdown. Let's see.
The pin's not resetting, apparently. You're bowling the same, I'm sorry, you're bowling the same lane the whole string. Sorry about that. You're bowling the same lane the entire string. All right, lane 4 is ready to go, and here comes Kristen Poria. Love the shirt.
Yeah. Multitasking for you folks as well, both running the tournament and doing the stream for you. Great
job,
to have
Greg.
you all here on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Poria on the right side, slips 7, makes it 5. Buckmore goes left, gets a lucky 6, make it 7, even better. 1, 3 in the 7.
Candlepin,
Go ahead, Greg, sorry.
Candlepins for Cancer does a lot of live TV step ladders as well. Go to candlepins4cancer.com, candlepins4cancer.com for more information.
Big 20 any doubles returns for the third time in Scarborough, Maine, Route 1 in October. Registration, 7 shifts available, 4 different dates. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com, a 501c3 charity. Based on your last season's winter ending average, proof of average required. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. We do take walk-ins as well in unlimited shifts. $60 per shift. 10 will go to Candlepins of Cancer, 15 to Big 20, and 35 to the prize fund. 62 teams each of the first 2 times. Candlepins of Cancer raised almost $3,000 each of the first 2 times with the raffles, and people give money back from their winnings. So thank you very much to Scarborough, Maine, and Mike Walker, the owner.
Thank you to everyone for your generosity.
And Greg and I will be there. Hopefully you'll be there November 1st, Greg, before the Worlds. Is that possible?
That's right. I'll take a look at that.
If not, I'm going solo again.
Oh, I do have it on the calendar. Sorry.
Okay, so it'll be
No.
Okay, good. You can travel to Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada after that. The World Tournament, November 3rd to 8th on CBN. All right, back to live action. Chris with a 6-pack, check her ID. She'll grab 5. She had a 37.5. Kristen Poria, by the way, had a 9, her best box, second 9 box, 38.5 for her. Celeste had a 7, she had a 49.5. 5-string format, Greg.
Peggy Donnelly, a 100 average, and Krista Ruggiero, a 91 average.
Krista on for a 10. 47 through 6 in the first of 5. Donnelly an 8. Peggy at 60 through 6 at minimum. Diane Hammond had a nice start. The last couple of boxes, she had a spare 5. She's at 67 through 7 to the pink shirt off to our right. Laurel Sullivan's at 50, make it now 63 through 8. Sammy Smith a 43 half. Mark Poria pacing, doesn't count, obviously. No men and women's sports, 62 half. And Celeste Buckman mentioned a 49 half. Peggy Donnelly, 60 through 6.
I heard you say that. That's a bit partisan.
I told me could wear a skirt if you wanted to. All kidding
That
aside.
used to be fashionable for men back in the day.
There's a nice ball of Diane Hammond to our right. Off the camera, you might see her in the pink shirt. All right, backdraw coverage. We're on lane 3 and 4. Greg, you want to take the play-by-play?
Not just yet.
Okay.
I could do that later, though.
You do the second string if you want.
Because we're here for 5 strings of this and then 5 strings of the 3 p.m. shift, and we consider all of them, and quite simply, top 5 string total pinfall plus 80% handicap wins the event.
And I'm going to sell raffle tickets for Candlepins for Cancer in between also. 3 p.m. next shift. Let's go, ladies. Come on down. You want to scratch? You don't want to scratch? Here's your chance. Handicap tournament, 80% based on a 130 average. Come on down for the 3 p.m. shift. Plenty of spots available.
If you're in the Haverhill area, we are at Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts.
If not, I'm retired the Concorde. Fly out here. Park shuttle and fly.
Funny, I was just watching Mentor pilot the other day. Mentor with an extra U somehow. It's about airline disasters, mind you, so viewer discretion advised, but they're really well-made videos.
Chris has a 4-horseman check mark on lane 4. On his son's birthday, Dominic today. Shifts out the 2. No marks yet for her. Peggy Donnelly, tough leave, missed number 1.
Interestingly, Kristen Poirier's shirt, who we'll see in a moment, she told me it was actually a gift from her son for her birthday.
Christopher Giro slips left. Tough box again, 6. 61 through 8. Now, when her husband was bowling the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour in the finals, he got a lemon drop to end the match, a one box. And he got a lot of grief. He won it handily. But she's always barking at him when he doesn't bowl good, trying to keep him focused. So I wonder if he's going to return the favor today.
He had enough of a margin. And it was against Mark Van Heinigen, who is one of the most reputable pinners in the game.
Yes, he had the best 10 boxes. He was great in that semifinal against Brandon Martins and Millis.
Alas, Mark's rule today.
Come to think of it, I'd rather have a Van Heinigen.
Brandon Mark's probably wondering, what the heck? Why is he talking to me?
Mark Porras, who are right pacing, wants to be a men's handicap tournament today. He's doing really good. Right, Ruggiero with the wood, 3 pieces, and all up with the 7.
One of our bowlers wasn't able to turn up, so a pacer bowler fills in the slot so that Diane Hammett, who's the other bowler on the lane, can bowl at a reasonable tempo just comparably to the others.
And Diane's picked 3 bowls today. If they get a strike, she's giving $10 for each strike to Candlepins for Cancer. No strikes so far. Darn. Ruggiero 9, 70 through 9. Tough start for her. Peggy Donnelly underperforming also here in the left room. 10, 84 through 9.
Is Academy a hard house? And I would say the left room is actually faster. And here we are in the first 12 lanes of the house. It used to be the yellow room. Now it's definitely the red room based on the masking unit. 44 lanes in all here at Academy. And the 3 rooms do have their own different character. The blue usually hosts international tournaments, and the green is closest to Pub 125.
And that's a synthetic lane in the right room also. 8 lanes.
So it's really 3 houses in one.
They had 48 at one time. They took 4 lanes out in 2022 for the Pub 125. That's a gorgeous looking place. And great food, great prices, great people. High quality pub food. The pizza is awesome. The burgers, tremendous. And the pretzels are good too. And a full bar. All right, Krista will not get a mark. She's trying to get to 80. It's 5 strings though. Sometimes not how you start, it's how you finish. Pins have not woken up yet. She gets a 7, just 77. Ouch. That's bowling. Peggy clips it down for a 10, 94 opening string. Celeste Buckmore is a 49.5. Kristen Poirier now up with a 38.5.
So again, the object is to bowl as close to your average as you can. Peggy Donnelly just 6 below. Krista Ruggiero, beg your pardon, 2 marks below.
Candlepins for Cancer fundraising event. Shirts available, towels available. $10 for each shirt, 5 for each towel goes to Candlepins for Cancer. Over 40 families served between Frank Lucas Wow shirts and Kim Baker's Candlepins for Cancer shirts, and the upcoming Bombs Away Baby shirts coming out in October. With the Candlepins for Cancer logo in front and the Bombs Away Baby picture in the back.
I'll probably be able to throw that graphic up during the commercial break. Probably won't be much of one. I think all the lanes are going the same speed, but still.
Nice out there for Poirier. Almost got it. That was for a spare, actually. The queen is the 5. Buckmore, almost. Or will she? No. 3 holds up. Kristen puts it down for a 10. 48 through 6 in the first to 5, her first 10. Has a couple 9s also. Buckmore gets a 9. She's at 58 through 6, 2 under par.
Every dollar counts, right, Paul? We were talking to someone holding money tantalizingly over the Candlepins for Cancer donation jar.
Alicia Callie put $20 in earlier today. Thank you, Alicia.
Quite simply, Candlepins for Cancer is just direct financial relief to bowlers and their families at their most vulnerable moment, because the costs of cancer, I mean, you know, there are greater evils to the disease, and yet even just the annoying costs of like parking tickets, and then let alone the medical costs incurred, that financial relief, however much, just goes a long way, and every little bit counts, and that's the spirit of this charity, founded by Hall of Famer Al Johnson. 2023
class. Poirier, tough one here. Buckmore trying to get a bunch, does for another 9. 67 through 7, and Kristen just a 5, 53 through 7. I'd like to thank Kimberly Nash. She had a flu shot, got an allergic reaction, couldn't make 2 shifts today, but she's donating one of her $65 entry fees today. You can do 130, Kim, if you want to, but no pressure. But thank you very much, Kimberly Nash, Kim Nash. Looking forward to meeting you and seeing you bowl for the first time. We'll do it again down the road in 2026. Hopefully get a bigger turnout. Things happen. That's okay.
Can't hurt to ask.
Right. Nice try there by Poirier. Won't go. 7 to 9. Buckmore 3 in the first ball, 4 in the second.
Kristen is not technically on her first string today because she was bowling with Mark in preparation. Well, just for the sake of it as well, but also hopefully tuning up for this.
And Mark said, I'm the boss. I got a 130 first string against you. So, no mercy. Scratch. Both in the ACST.
Merciless.
9 for Kristen, 62. Buckmore a 7, 74 through 8. It's been tough sledding. Mark pacing at a 105. Diane Hammond at a 98. Pretty good, about around an 88 average or so. Sammy Smith at a 101. We'll see her later on. Laurel Sullivan at an 80.
Tough to go sledding for anyone, but the snow will fall before you know it.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin at Home Alone likes to sled down the stairs. Kevin.
Yeah. Ooh, another ball just tailing away in Buckmore here, and that's why the ball doesn't drive through the 5.
You mind doing the second string and I'll do the raffle tickets?
Yeah, I can do.
Poirier struggling. And Mark will help. Buckmore, that's a good shot. That won't carry. Got the 5, not the 10. Kristen, nice out. Got them all. Gutsy shot for a 10. Do you go for the 1? Do you go for the 2? Well, it'd be like me put in the middle. She got them all for a 10. 72 through 9. Buckmore 9. 83 through 9. Slow start for most of the bowlers. Can't wait to see Sammy Smith. He's getting better and better. Great attitude.
I'm going to make
Uncle
sure.
Joe Smith of Academy Lanes 2, Friday Night Pro League.
I will make sure Kim Baker has everything she needs with score reporting. Just make sure that the transition is smooth for the bowlers. And then
Sure. All right. 4 Westman plus the 9 for Poirier. Buckmore 1, 3, 7, 10. Final box of the first. They'll move 1 lane to the right. Lanes 3 to 7. Kristen won't go. 1, 4, 7, 9. Buckmore, nothing there. Important, this 80% handicap tournament, 6, not the start she wanted, 78. Buckmore grabs 2 of the 4 for an 8, not the start she wants, 91. It's early. Pins are waking up. So are we. 1 down, 4 to go. Shift 1 of 2. Triple header Saturday, 7 p.m. tonight. Emily Reed makes her Atlantic Candlepin singles to her debut at Harvard Lanes, taking on 10 and 4 Nathan McLaughlin. 7 p.m. live on the ACST Facebook page, or if in use, Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. We'll be right back with us.
And welcome back, everybody. So the lanes are actually going to move a couple to the right here. We got a bit of a miscommunication here. So what we'll do, that's on our side, and we apologize for that. So we'll just move it on over to 5 and 6 for the time being. And we'll cover Diane Hammett along with the bowlers we saw earlier. That's Krista and Kristen. Paul's in the works on doing Candlepins for Cancer raffle as well. Hammett's got a check mark right side, an ACST bowler. We'll just do it this way. There we go. Nice pick up there for Krista Ruggiero. Gets a mark after that tough first string. She spares in the first to begin this one. Singles event, 80% handicap, simple as that. Diane Shaw Hammett gets the 9 out to begin. Thank you very much, Paul. Hammett on lane 6. Gets at just 2 pins. Avoids the old lemon drop police. 4 pin or the 6 pin on the first ball is a $1 donation to Candlepins for Cancer. A 7 fill here for Ruggiero, and she starts with a nice 17. Hammett, good second ball. Leaves the goalposts, the 7 and 10. Greg Gouillart here on Candlepin Bowling Network alongside Paul Grant as we multitask tournament and streaming responsibilities. Looking at Krista Ruggiero's score here, it seems to have miscalculated, if I understand correctly. It's now giving her a 1 fill and a 6 box. Let me check in on that. Sorry, folks. That was my mistake. Simply 1 fill and a 6 box, or 7 box, excuse me, and then a 9 for Krista. This is correct now. Hammett begins with a 10 box and an 8, and now a spare, which she has filled with 7 on lane number 6. Sorry about that, folks. We'll see if we can keep this multitasking up, otherwise we'll reassess, but for the time being, great to have you along. 3 p.m. shift after this. We consider both shifts. Top 5 strings, total pinfall. This is the second string of 5. Nine box aside. Hammett's still going very well right now, on pace for a possible 100 string, but she's going to have to pin this out. 3 balls per frame in Candlepin Bowling, that's the case. 3 pins out for Ruggiero. Get better soon, Justin. Last ball coming up here for Hammett. Get a couple of these sticks and she can still have a 50 half. Let's see. And Got her object pins. That's a fine 7 box all told. A little harsh. Got a couple of her object pins there and didn't get much to show for it. Meanwhile, Krista leaves the head pin standing, gets 9. Shows you the importance of power in addition to accuracy. You have to have just the right blend of the two in order to succeed at Candlepin. Now over to Poirier and Poirier, as it were. We'll mark it accordingly. Krista Poirier, meanwhile, 4-1 split. Mark does anything interesting, I'll call it out, but of course, ladies only in this tournament. But thank you very much to Mark for stepping in this case. Diamond taken out, not the 10 pin. And a 10 box. Quality 10 at that. That's 3 object pin hits. How you doing out there in chat? Good to see you here at Candlepin Bowling Network. Thank you, Steve, for helping me out with that. Much appreciated. Oh, down goes that pin. That's a hammer for Kristen. Even though only one of the pins was less quick to go down, but she got there. Want to see it again?
$10 for cancer.
10 pins is $10 for Candlepins for Cancer. That's right. Forgot she was doing that. Thank you so much. So 20 plus 2.
Sammy Smith, $10.
And Sammy Smith, too. Nice.
$20 for Jerry.
So already $20 at Candlepins for Cancer based on voluntary donations on those strikes. So thank you all very much. Just 4 pins taken out. And now 5. That's a tough outcome there. All has to do with the entry angle into the head pin. That's why these leaves sometimes result. I've noticed that especially so at Academy, even if the Red Room may be slightly faster than the other two. Diane Hammett's average 87 right now, so she's having a tremendous string when she gets up next. 5 fill 7 box, so a harsh outcome for sure, but still turning a profit, and now Poirier could go for a 100 as well. I have to calculate the handicaps myself, that's right. So Diane's handicap, I'm just going to input it here, is 34. Poirier's average, 130 minus 93 times 0.8. Should come out to be 30 average, 30 handicap. Handicaps are estimated right now. I actually don't have a clear indication of that on my screen, but obviously we'll get that sorted out. But when it comes time to tabulate the scores, 10 box. So 42 scratch for Poirier, but now you see that 30 handicap entered. It's a little faint, but there you go. Mark Poirier bowling alongside. What a great pacer that is, huh? Just luck of the draw. Lanes were assigned at random, as was turn order. In addition to the nice coincidence of getting a Krista and a Kristen on this now lane 5. 5 out of 44. Center Blue Room's got plenty of lanes open for glow bowling if you happen to be in the Haverhill, Massachusetts area, or plan to visit one day. Just 3 pins taken out. Yeah, 80% of 130. I may have committed a rounding error, but that should get you a pretty good sense. And there's an 8 box. So 50 half, we bring it back to the top here. Ruggiero and Hammett. There's Hammett's first ball. Takes out the, wow. Did that take out the 6, 8, and 9? My goodness. What a way to make that split. Ruggiero's going to have to show a heck of a shot here for the spread eagle. But yes, Nico, 80% to 130. You know that. Anyone who knows bowling knows that. Yes. I think it's missing a lane. I'm going to keep the mics going, but I will be right back, folks. I apologize. I have to do this every now and again.
All right, thanks for your patience, folks. Greg just checking the handicap situation here. Peggy Donnelly's on lane 4. She got a lemon drop, $1 for Candlepins for Cancer. Second pin right, the 6, or second pin left, optional donation, the 4 pin for Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity, 5 on the mark, 10 on the double strike. Helping 20 families last 3 years long in the lemon drop pool. You can donate them at your local bowling center, the Bucket, or Venmo, or wherever I stream live. Past, present, and future lemon drops. We appreciate it very much. A small way and a fun way to help a great cause. Donnelly 9 up to 95 through 9. Greg will catch up on the scoreboard in the moment. Sluts Buckmore up next, 48 half. Krista Ruggiero to our right, coming back for a nice second string on lane 5. 88 through 9, trying to get to 98 with a 10. Diane Hammett's giving $10 for 3 balls, getting strikes. We have 2 this past string, back to back. So $20 for Candlepins for Cancer. Thank you very much, Diane Hammett. Ruggiero gets a 10 to our right, 98, second string. 80% handicap based on the 130 tournament. Another shift today at 3 p.m. Come on down, ladies, let's go. Donnelly an 8, 103, second string. She on the ball to go, my mistake. Trying to get to a couple more now. And 9, so make it 104 officially. Kristen Poirier to her right, you can see on lane 5. 6 right, 7 far left, 8 middle left. 2 threes to left, 1 in front of the wiggling 6. 3 strings after this to wrap up match 1 of 2 today. Then 7 o'clock, Emily Reed makes her Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour debut. Class E Northern Conference, Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Mass. Originally scheduled for Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. Taking on Nathan McLaughlin, who went 10-4 week 1 with a 132-124 start. 7 o'clock live on the ACST Facebook page tonight. Triple header Saturday, double header Sunday tomorrow. Kristen Poirier 9. Had a good half, 50 start, now 59 through 6. Celeste Buckmore a 9 with the ball to go. She had a 48 half. Veteran bowler, very classy lady, on and off the lanes. Always competes in the tournaments. Poirier right side, thin hit, just 6. Celeste takes it down for a 10. 58 through 6 in the second of 5. Poirier missed left, 1 of the 2. Better string for her this time. Struggle in the first. It's a 5-string total pinfall between the 2 shifts. $500 sponsored by Candlepins for Cancer will help a lot to that prize fund. Buckmore 1, 2, 4, 7 plus the post, the 10. Krista feeling much better about that. Ruggiero feeling better about that 98 string. Buckmore trying to pull it apart. Oh, grazed the 1. And it's a lemon drop $1 for Candlepins for Cancer. That's 2 so far we've seen today. Buckwell, wow, what a shot that was. All that for a 10. That's a wild 10. Back-to-back 10, 68 through 7, late in the second. Kristen 5, middle, 8 left, 10 right with the wood. Pool sticks it, and nothing falls except the queen, the 5, for an 8. 75 through 7 here in the second. Buckmore, just 4. Sammy Smith coming up, next 2 strings. Buckmore denied by the 10. That was a good shot. Laurel Sullivan is 74. Sammy Smith 92 through 8 currently. Lever and Laurel Sullivan, next 2 strings. Buckmore gets the 10 to go. 3 10s in a row. Good pinning. 78 through 8. Get your 9s and 10s. The marks will follow. Kristen snuck him off the wall for a 10. That's a spare, actually. Give her a spare. Even better. 85 in a ball through 9. Greg working frantically trying to get these handicap scores accurate and put in the computer. Thank you, Greg. Buckmore 5 and a 10. Wood to the left. 2 pieces so you can ricochet it over. Mark Poirier pacing, obviously, to the right. Had a 130 in practice earlier today. In the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour now also, second year in a row. They dropped out last year with an injury, healthy again this year. Buckmore chips up the 5, the queen. Poirier 1-8-9, the W, the wiggle. 7 the fill, 92 through 9. Good string.
By the way, Paul, Facebook is out of order, so we are on Candlepin Bowling Network YouTube only, so which is the better one anyway, I think.
Yep. High definition, instant replay available.
Exactly.
Great job. Buckmore, another 10. 10-pin machine. That's 4 in a row, 88 through 9. Kristen Poirier, the 93 league bowler, 9. Nice string, 101.
Let me get that pin cam situated for you. And then other thing is I'm going to just make sure Kim Baker has all the information she needs. I think we're getting pretty well caught up here, but I'll be back later.
Laurel, can you fill out that sheet, please? All right, we have 2 in the books for Celeste Buckman, wrapping up her final ball first, trying to get to 98 and 5 10s in a row for the half. And she does. How about that? A 5-10 box half. Perfect percentage for a 5 mark. That's pretty good. 98 has spare 4 in the third box. And with 1 mark with 4 bonus pins, that is darn good pinning. Peggy Donnelly had a 104 on her same team. So Celeste had a 9-8 start. A spare 4 and 8, a 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 98, second string. Pretty good. Hopefully that leads to marks in the middle string next. Next shift, 3 p.m. today. Come on down at this point. You can register at Candlepins number 4 at Cancer.com. Candlepins number 4 at Cancer.com. I'll go to lanes 3 and 4 of Laurel Sullivan from Wakefield Bowldrome, Wakefield, Mass. With Mike Moore. They did the 4th of July holiday float. They got the best float award, the best award. Good for them.
3 and 4?
3 and 4, yep. Let Peggy Donnelly go to 5 with Celeste Buckmore. Let's see, we may do. So we have here this string here. So 4 looks like it's vacant. So we're going to have Laurel Sullivan and Sammy Smith alone this time, I think. We'll monitor Celeste Buckmore and Peggy Donnelly. You can see them on the screen anyway. So we'll call their play also. And lanes 3 to 7. Please help support Candlepin bowlers going through cancer treatments. Candlepins number 4 at Cancer.com, a 501c3 charity. A week ago Monday, we hit the $100,000 payout to families, more than 150 families served and then some, going through cancer treatments. Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com, a proud sponsor of Candlepin Bowling and the women's game. Donations via Venmo again, or a check can be written. The address on the website, Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com, followed by Hall of Famer Al Johnson. Donnelly on the eagle, grabs 2, 2, 3, 6, 10, left to right. Laurel Sullivan on lane 3, Peggy Donnelly on lane 5, a little missing tooth in between. A spread eagle coverage, you could say. So we'll do lanes 3 and 5. We'll have 3 and 4 next string. We'll get Diane Hammett later on. And pacing is Mark Poirier with her. Laurel 6-1 washout. Bowling for years. That's a good ball. Won't carry to the 10. Peggy Donnelly had a 9. One more shift, 3 p.m. today. Shortly after we'll start. Laurel Sullivan, nice 10 to start our middle string. We'll get the printout. We'll get the update and the scores from Greg and momentarily as soon as we get those results from Ted DeBurrow. Kim Baker also helping out, doing a great job running the tournament. And the maker of the Candlepins Cancer shirts, the new Bombs Away Baby shirt coming in October. 40 families helped selling all the shirts and merchandise the last 3 years. Donnelly just missed the head pin, but it comes back for the 1. The 2 goes also. Stolen spare, Nico highlight reel. 19 of the ball through 2 here in the third of 5. Laurel Sullivan got 2. Oh, missed that chance. Not that was easy. Trying to get 2 10s in a row. Trying to split the uprights. 1, 2, 7 to 90 more. Actually, 6. So make it 16 through 2. Chris Ruggiero to our far right had a 10 and a 5 start. The ball to go, actually, so make it a 10 and a 6, 16 through 2. In the middle here, Peggy Donnelly in lane 5, drops 5 in the spare, 24 through 2 in the third of 5. Laurel Sullivan, 1, 3, 10. Wood behind the 3 to help that 10. Ruggiero right back with a spare. To our right, 25 in the ball through 3. You can see in the, off to the right in that dark gray shirt. Peggy Donnelly, 9 on the fill. Was it 5? Let's see, I missed that first ball. 5 in the fill, so 24 through 2. The second ball got 4. Trying to cover 3 lanes here for your convenience. Gets the 10, 34 through 3 in the third. Sullivan on lane 3, dealing with a 10 for a 10. Back to lane 6, Krista Ruggiero. Krista Ruggiero. 1, 3, 8, 9, 10. Trying to get a bunch. And trying to avoid a second 5 in the last 3 boxes after a perfect 10 start and a spare 5 in the third. Donnelly hits the head pin, but splits 3 and 1, 4 left, 3, 6, 10 right. Laurel Sullivan, last box 9, 25 through 3. Ruggiero, a 6 that time. Strange game. 30, got a ball to go. Trying to get to 40 through 4. Donnelly trying to send it over. Oreo cookie time, Oreo Cakester time. Greg's not a fan of the Oreo Cakester. Can't win them all.
By the way, so a couple clarifications on handicap. It's 80% to 120. I misspoke earlier.
Okay,
and
120, okay.
The reason I was so confused is the handicap was listed as a 5-string, the 5-string total handicap, not the per string handicap. So translating that, Laurel's handicap is 32. Lane 4 is vacant right now, and Peggy Donnelly's average handicap is 16 per string, and Celeste Buckmore's is 18 per string. Rounded, within a rounding error.
Yeah, a lot of the men are 90 of 130 a lot of times, or 80 of 130. High average bowlers, a 6-pack for Laurel. Check her ID. Missed that shot. Other action, Peggy Donnelly just got a 9, 43 through 4. Krista Ruggiero at 9, 39 through 4. Is that a lemon drop or is that just a reset? Darn, it's a reset.
It's in the spirit, though, isn't it?
Peggy Donnelly, lane 5, 68 years young, still bowling pretty good. And there's a lemon drop, 2 lemon drops. She gave me the notice. Peggy's like, my second lemon drop. I'm like, I know it, Peggy. my eyes are on you, Peggy. I see it. Trying to bounce back and grabs a bunch. Not bad. 1, 8, 9, 10. Here at Academy Lanes Pub, 125, Haverhill, Mass. Big turnout. Expect the second shift today at 3 p.m. Walk in if you can. $65 a shift. Peggy Donnelly, nice shot there. Won't carry the 10, but nice out. And that third ball for a 9, 52 half. Chris Ruggiero did not get a lemon drop. That's a lane reset, pin fell down. Maybe they'll still charge the $1. We'll see. Sammy Smith to our left starts off with an 8. We'll see her this string and next string, and maybe the string after all. As our camera can cover all the lanes pretty much. Leaning right, the young gun on lane 3, crossing over, sweeps off the wall. It's 5. Middle lane 5, Celeste Buckmore, 6, 9, 10.
Score updates available when you're ready.
Wood takes the 5. Go right ahead, Greg.
Sammy Smith is currently in the lead right now. She is scratching 219 for the 89 average bowler right now.
That's awesome.
That is
what were 2 string scores?
101 and 118 in
her.
the second string. And then in second place right now, tied second, in fact, Diane Hammond, who's gone 98 and 88 for an 87 average bowler. And Laurel Sullivan, who's the same 318 handicap total. She averages 79 but has an 80 and 74. So she's just hitting her average right now. Others are looking to get back up to that point right now.
And Buckmore got robbed that 2-pin wobbling for a spare and gets a 9 to start her middle string. Sammy Smith a 10, 18 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
So really, now maybe I need to consider that Peggy Donnelly is currently scratching 198, which is second highest. So for the 100 average bowler, she may be able to make up the gap here.
Buckmore sweeps 8, maybe 9. The 1 wiggles, try to lean to the queen. Wood in between. Sammy right in the bunny hole. Relatives, 3 of her relatives here watching. Buckmore missed the chance, wants the one back, muttering to herself. Been there, done that. Smith takes a 6. A ball left, I think, yep. No, it's a 6. 24 through 3 here in the third. Celeste, a Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third for a 10. Never a good time for that, unless you win. 19 through 2. Greg, you want to take over the play-by-play for a minute? Can you?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I could do it. I could do it for string 4 though.
Equal opportunity employer. Celeste forced from the post. Sammy struggling on the 10-pin. Now the 2-8. Unbelievable. That's a youch. Not even the dictionary yet. Put in the dictionary, Webster. Yikes, nouch, combined. Youch. Y-O-U-C-H. You said you found it in one dictionary, though, right? Youch?
I'm not sure if it was Urban Dictionary or what. Urban Dictionary might be different, though. I'm going to try something here.
And back-to-back sixes, 30 through 4, 8, 10, 6, 6. After 118 seconds, funny game. Buckman missed her second shot, grabs 3 for an 8. 9, 10, 8, 27 through 3, and strength 3 of 5, round 1 of 2. Ladies, 80% singles handicap tournament on Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe on YouTube as we close the door soon. 19 away, actually 13 away from 5,000 subscribers. This will get done this weekend, folks. Tell your friends, tell your family. YouTube videos forever. Semi-pro to pro action. We cover them all. The ESPN of Candlepin Bowling. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. High definition, live instant replay as well. Smith hooks left for 6, 1, 3, 6, 10. 4 horseman right. Buckmore, same thing. Chris Ruggiero to our right at a 47.5. Diane Hammett has 43 at the half, I believe. Yep, 43.5. Mark Poirier pacing doesn't count. 38.5. Kristen Poirier to our right has an 8, and now a Paul Grant special for her, 10. 18 through 2. Buckmore gets a 9.5. 36 through 4. And Simi trying to get to 40 at the half. Laurel Sullivan up next at a 37.5. You have Lori Rossetti here for the 3 o'clock shift. Kim Baker scheduled also. Many others. Smith an 8. Tough start. 38. Halfway through a match. Laurel Sullivan returns for a second half of the match on lane 3. 37 through 5. A 79 league bowler, though. 1 mark away from her average. Buckman turns around to the 6. Trying to get to 46 with a no-mark half. Peggy Donnelly, 52, half up next. Kristen Poirier has an 8-10 start on lane 6 out of Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Buckman takes it down courtesy of the wood for 9, 45 half, halfway through a match.
Her average is 97, so 9s are fine in this case.
Sullivan doinks the wood. Laurel 7, 44 through 6, 2 strings after this for round 1 of 2. We'll take a break after the match is over. Get ready for our second shift today. Many more expected. $500 bonus paid out by Candlepins for Cancer to the prize fund.
Right, and we'll probably have a lot of time here because it's 2 per lane, but we budgeted 3 hours thinking we would have 3 to a lane. So it's going to be a bit of a break there, but then 3 p.m. we'll be back.
Maybe we'll be awake by then, Greg.
Oh, no, I'm going through a lot. I'm just silently going through it.
Is Greg Packer on the stream from Australia? Is it Friday in Australia, Greg, right now?
I always have to check my own page for that. Let me see.
Nice try by Laurel Sullivan, won't go. Out of Wakefield Bowldrome, Wakefield, Mass. Talk about a tough house. That boy, that place is packed with leagues. They do a great job there. You can bowl there, you can bowl anywhere.
Not just yet, but hello to Rufus and Casey McCool.
No banana splits, Casey. I don't see it yet since I've been doing the coverage. I don't know if Greg growls when he does a banana split. He's covering the play-by-play. Laurel and 9, 53 through 7. Simi Smith up next after Laurel, 38 half. Other action, Diane Hammett, 69 through 8. Krista Ruggiero coming up next on the right, 47 half. Kristen Poirier, nice half, 51. At a spare 8 in the 4th. 8 box after that, 51 through 5. Good for her. 93 league ball to Hillsborough, New Hampshire at Butwell's. Krista's husband, Justin, on crutches, hip surgery, late August, out for the year. Won the Atlantic Candlepin Single Stroke Class E Championship in just his 3rd year of Candlepin bowling. Good story. Krista's 6-1 washout. Here's Peggy Donnelly, top of the order. 52 half, going right for 5. Laurel Sullivan Trying to get a 10 and 63 through 8. She got a 7, so it's 60 through 8 officially. Trying to cover 3 lanes at once. Peggy, nothing there.
Nico reminds there was one actually whilst you were doing raffle tickets.
All right, thanks, Nico. That wasn't there, so priorities. Candlepins for cancer.
Of course.
Ruggiero tries to get the wood, won't carry for an 8, 55 through 6 in the third of 5. Donnelly, nice out, takes a 9. That's that second ball, 61 through 6. So, Greg, who are the leaders again so far? Do you know? I know you mentioned a moment ago.
The calculation's also tough because it's applying the whole handicap. So Laurel's got the benefit of the handicap right now, but it's possible to have that run down right now. Sammy Smith, for sure, though, is definitely in the lead right now. 219 for 2 is amazing.
Now, Chris got a clean lemon drop. She had 2 lane malfunction lemon drops. They don't count officially. That's $1 officially for now. She looked right at me.
Interesting. That could be the tube or something like that if the pin's just not releasing out of the finger assembly. That's one possible thing.
That's 4 lemon drops we've seen today so far. Now she gets a youch. She punches out the 3. That's just wrong. But you can't complain if you missed the head pin. Peggy way off. And the Pacific Ocean gets a giggle out of that one. Love her attitude. Laurel Sullivan had a 10 last box, 70 through 9. All 3 to a clipper average of 79, trying to get to 80. It's 2 shifts, don't forget, for the run to win it, not by shift. She gets a 9, hits her average 79, third string. Donnelly a 7, 68 through 7. Krista's last box a 7 also, 62 through 7. Diane Hammett way off to her right, 86 string. Laurel. Raffle tickets? Raffle tickets? Candlepins for cancer? What do you want? 3 for 5, 8 for 10, 20 for 20?
20 for 20.
Thank you. I'll get you in a minute. Krista Ruggiero. The wood robbed her. She's like, what was wrong with that shot? Peggy Dawn, the 6-pack. Check her ID. She's 68 years young. So if she was born in leap year, she'd only be 17. So check her ID. Her birthday's not February 29th, unfortunately, though. Sammy Smith trying to rebound after a 38 start. Peggy grabs the 1, rolling to the 5, and the 8 holds up for a 9. 77 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
The scoreboard should be good to go for string number 4. It was just a lot of, again, multitasking. Prioritizing on the fly.
Sammy Smith a nice 10, 48 through 6. Trying to get a mark for the first time this string. She had 10 in the second, 10 here in the 6th. Just an awesome young lady.
But yeah, string 4 I'll be able to do play-by-play and this.
Okay, thank you.
And such.
I'm just checking the raffle tickets. I'll get the numbers for you too, the standings for you, if you can. Donnelly 3, 6, 10 chance. 3 pieces on the deck. 1 in front, 2 behind.
The in-house raffle, of course, and we'll draw that after this game. Or after the shift, I mean to say.
Peggy Donnelly gets the spare in the 9th, 87 the ball. Sammy Smith, 7 to go in this one. It's a good ball, crossing over. Can't reach the queen, the 5, or the 3 to the right. Crossovers lead to Kings. Greg Gouillart, 2024 Incorporated. Or is it 2023 Incorporated?
I've lost track of time. How many years have I been with Candlepin Bowling Network by now?
This is my 5th year.
I mean, we were arguably one of the silver linings of COVID-19, you know? So, hey, it's been a while. And thanks to all of you, we're nearly at 5,000 subscribers. I knew we'd be appreciated. I just never thought we would get to that point. So thank you all.
Not quite there yet. On the way.
You still have time to be one of our first 5,000.
4,987 coming into today. 4,987 subscribers. 2,200 videos we hit this week also. Not this week we did 2,200 videos, although it feels like it sometimes. Chris Ruggiero, nice shot for a spare in the 10th. Needed that one. Second spare of the 3rd, 87 the ball. Peggy Donnelly sweeps back for the 1, 4 middle, 7 left, 8 right. Her spare 5 puts her at 92 through 9. Been hanging on her average all day. Sammy Smith, what a shot that was. A 7 denies with a spare. After a 10 of last box, 58 through 7, back-to-back 10s, 3 in the string. Donnelly a 9, 101 middle string. Reggio in the bonus, 4. Into the 91, third string. Fierce competitor. Celeste Buckmore finished up the third string, 45 half. All right, final 5 boxes in the middle string. Kristen Poirier on the right side, clips of the 10. She had a 51 half. Spear 8 in the 4th helped her out. Celeste Buckmore at a 45 half. She does the same thing. Sammy Smith to our left. 9 her last box, 67 through 8, 29 her last 3 without a mark. 4 in her first ball there. Poirier now on the other side, mirror side, 7. And Buckmore, the lemon drop on the second ball. Darn. She's like, doesn't count, it's the second ball. I try to bait her. Only the first ball counts, technically. Some doing the second ball, too, but. And 3. That's just a tough one. That's you give us saying, I'm not going to pay the dollar. Tough break. 48 through 6. Kristen Poirier, 6 herself. To the right side, 6 rather, 57 through 6. Sammy Smith, a 9, 76 through 9. Love a mark. Winding down here in the third string of 5. Another shift, 3 p.m. Come on down, ladies. We'll start shortly after 3. And on Harvard Lanes for 7 o'clock, Emily Reed, ACST debut, taking on neutral site Nathan McLaughlin. 7 o'clock live on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Facebook page, or if it's in use, it'll be right here on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, Class E Northern Conference.
Oh, I hadn't considered that. Is there another thing on? Sorry, excuse me.
Poirier on the lane on lane 6, a 7 after a 6, 64 through 7. Buckmore looking for a bunch, gets 2 of the 3 for a 9, 57 through 7.
Oh, of course, the main money match. That's why I can't go on Facebook. It's already there.
That's right, 10:30. That's right.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm glad I'm not counter-programming
I totally forgot about that. All right, Sammy Smith trying to get to 86 after a 118. Gets the 10, 4 10s in a string, 86, middle string.
Yeah. Richard Beveridge Jr., Jason Kaler versus Nate Lees and Chris Merrill. If you're interested, that's on Facebook. Here we are on YouTube.
Poirier, nice shot, won't carry, 4-7-10.
I'm going to start pre-moving the camera angle, folks. Excuse me.
Diane Hammond had 86 string. Mark Poirier pacing, doesn't count obviously, 81 string. Buckmore spare on the board. Finally here in the third, 67 the ball through 8. Kristen Poirier 9, 73 through 8. Laurel Sullivan at 79, Sammy Smith an 86. %, handicap based on a 120 average. Ladies handicap singles tournament on Candlepin Bowling Network. And there's a strike! $10 more for Candlepins for Cancer. Courtesy of Diane Hammett. Poirier joins the party. I think she's part of the 3 people she picked. 83 plus 2 in the 9th. I told Diane, back at the brink strike, it's $30 for Candlepins for Cancer. Thank you, Diane Hammett. From a ladies bowler at Lakeside, down at Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire, from Leda Lanes, Nashville, New Hampshire, last year. Nice lady. Always smiling, always happy. Always has something good to say, the way it should be. Buckmore missed. She had 6 in the fill, 73 through 8. 8 in the box, 81 through 9. Kristen Poirier, love a double strike. Give her a chance for number 1 after 1 shift, potentially. On the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Class E Northern Conference at Butwells in Concord, New Hampshire. Avoids a lemon drop on a strike. Buckmore set back leave.
4-5-7 or the mirror image with that annoying piece of flat wood in front of the 2 pins that seldom does any good.
Well, Sammy Smith again next string. Laurel Sullivan will first. Well, Sammy again, string 5 as well. Kristen, 7 to strike. Nice fill. 90 through 9. Trying to get to the Century Club. 2-4-7. Buckmore has the 4 and the 5. 4 left, 5 middle. Poirier with the wood. Missed it. He gets a 9. 99. Middle string. Field goal for Celeste Buckmore. 8-89. Middle string. Update from Greg, if we can.
But yes, we'll see Diane Hammett along with Laurel Sullivan and Sammy Smith, and scoreboards will be there as well. Let me just make sure the scores are set, and then we'll once we facilitate the transition, we'll be right back. Be right back. And welcome back. It is string 4 of 5 here. We're featuring Laurel Sullivan right now. She started off with a 9 box. And I got to move this camera back. 1 second. Yeah. Sorry about that. Just had to call the absent bowler and see if she was coming to the 3 p.m. But she is unable, unfortunately. Hammett with a spare 1 on the first ball. Now gets a better shot on the next one. Second. Move it over. Gregory. Get the second cam up. Get the scoreboard up. It's close. Not quite there. All right. Why are you not doing what I want you to do? That's my question. All right. That'll do. There we go. 9 box in an 8. And you see it's handicap 80% to 120. So that's the per string with a rounding error, basically. But we're looking for these bowlers to get to that 120 total or above. That's going to be the sign they're hitting their average and exceeding it enough in order to be competitive. Sammy Smith had a good go of this. Hey, what you got for the scores right there? I'm just curious.
Remember, this is with handicap all.
Yeah, so the handicap's already pre-entered at this point, but Sammy Smith with a 305 scratch I think is probably doing far and away the best right now, so 429. I think she's doing right here. Laurel Sullivan keeps hitting her average right here, and then Diane Hammett But yeah, again, we will look for the higher bowlers. Peggy Donnelly, the highest bowler in the field, 100 average, and she hit a 101 last string, so we'll keep an eye on her. She may be able to overtake at the moment. But right now, Sammy Smith, we project in the lead. Thank you, Kim. Kim Baker helping out with the tournament right now. Laurel Sullivan, 10 box, and now a split. Oh, no, it broke up here. Hammer at the half, Worcester, our ACST bowler. Laurel Sullivan, instrumental in getting Candlepins in the Wakefield parade right here. Bowls out of Wakefield Bowlodrome, one of the tougher houses. A lot of bowlers finding the conditions very difficult here in the left room, Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Massachusetts. I know on certain Friday nights we've seen pins fly, but in this case, tough going for a lot of these folks. Sullivan gets a 9, and Hammett completes her 10. In this fourth string of 5. All grants alongside and or working raffles, one or the other, as we raise money for Candlepins for Cancer. In-house raffle, the same Candlepins for Cancer t-shirts. Oh, and the Bombs Away Baby shirts I gotta show as well. On the design is just pins as lightning bolts with the red stripe through the middle and everything. I learned recently from one bowler that Brunswick had a line of pins where it was candle pins along other forms of bowling pins, and there was a white wavy line through the red stripe, and that's what made it distinct. I never knew that was such a thing. We're so used to the Garland manufacturing pins, of course, that are the most ubiquitous in the game today. Sullivan, a 7 box right here. Remember, we're looking to get to 120, so she can get 9s and get there. You're fine, Peggy, no worries. The camera's missing you. 7 box. That's Mark Poirier doing pacing today in this women's tournament, so we'll just note that there. If he does anything big, we'll note, but obviously he is bowling just to make sure that Diane keeps to a good tempo. All right. Now you really aren't updating. Why not? There we go. Huh. This is very peculiar. Oh, I see. We just have to do this. That's why. Sammy Smith starts with a tough split. That's the 5, 6, 8, and 10. It's a 2 and 2 split. Does the wood turn everything? Let's see. Gets high on it. It stumbles into it. Wow, made 3 pins that way. It's good pinning, though. She'll take a 9. Sammy Smith, we project to be the tournament leader right now. 89 average, but hit a 118 second string, which is buoying her at the current moment. Takes out 3 pins. Academy Lane's youth program, whose shirt she's wearing, was in the house today. In the center blue room, one of the greatest youth programs in the game today. Making good use of all those lanes. 1 and 7. Of course, the Candlepin New Gen show filmed here when it was the yellow room instead of the red room. Would love to have a show like that. And of course, the Candlepin Bowlers Association working on a youth pro event to that end. There you go, Mark. Way to bounce back on that. That's for a spare, so Hammett will have 1 less ball to wait. Smith running 9s are fine. If she can keep that pinning pace up, that'll give her the chance to keep in the tournament lead at the moment. Takes out just a few pins to begin. And wow, I guess it came in too high. Ball just deflected away from everything. It's leaving a triangle. It gives Smith the chance for 10. Niece of Joe Smith, as we've seen in the Friday Night Pro League, captain of Fenway Academy in the men's worlds. Gets an extra. That's an 8-box. That little itty-bitty pin could make a big difference down the line. Should have taken a screenshot of the scores, and I'll do that next time. That's head pin, very full. Look at this one, almost a 7-pin. Has wood in the way. Well, possibly in the way, depending on her ball. Gets it. Essentially clean on that one, despite the slightest of deflections on the wood. 36 in a ball on that spare. So a chance to go way over average on this box. Every spare giving that opportunity. Even just one can make a big difference. 118 second string, we'll see what she can do here. We saw her on, my memory's fuzzy. I'm not sure if it was I believe it was Mix Up Graduates we saw her on. We have seen her before. She gets an 8-drop and a chance to have a possible 60 half. Getting way ahead of myself, but the next 2 balls could get her there. 60 scratch half, by the by. There's a plank there. As absolute focus sets into the room, everybody focused on these pins. They've been getting away from a lot of the ladies earlier today. Smith oh no, the ball deflected on her. I guess she played the wood high. That's harsh. The ball weighs less than the pins. And they tend to play tricks. I only show the misses if they're instructive. We'll see here what went awry. I think it plays to the right of the red line, I believe. Yes, and the ball deflects away. And then the pin twirled as well instead of, it was a combination of the ball deflecting and the pin twirling, and that's why the 7 didn't go. Too bad. Sullivan having a good string for her average. 1, 3, 7, 9. Diane Hammett say the same. Handicaps on your screen are 80% to 120. If I've marked it otherwise, I apologize. We'll have to run around a lot next shift. We'll see. Paul's now taking a break after I've made him do a lot of the work here. Does Diane's shot go here? It's for a 10 box. So she'll play on the right side. And the same thing happens to her as well, you notice. As the ball just deflects away. She gets an 8 box. I'm going to take the head pin tracking away. I've just not been doing a good enough job with that today. I'm going to leave that for another day, calculating that. Laurel on box 7 has the 1, 3, 7, 9, and 10. That float, that float in the Wakefield Parade had Mike Morin on it and everything. Hammond would have to really send this one. Smile, her nickname is. Good pins on the second ball. Sullivan can't get the out. It's a 5 box. So if we're trying to hit 120, now she's going to need to pin a lot better or hit a mark here. See Hammett wave that off, obviously, so we'll take a pin away on that. That's just 8 box, simply. Just doesn't count. 1, 8, and 9 as we raise money for Candlepins for Cancer. Can you believe it? $100,000. And that's what I love about the charity. It both takes in money from the bowling community and from outside as well. So it is one of the best ways to truly grow the Candlepin community. Obviously, the 50-50 raffle, which we're doing in-house, is going to help as well, which sort of internally cycles the money as well, and is its own form of generosity. But also, with the state of New Hampshire's external funding as well, both that working, both of those aspects working mean that we have a really good engine to really grow the candlepin community. And maybe more 501c3s can come along to do just the same. It's going to take a lot of work for these two ladies to get over to the 120 mark. We'll see. Sullivan gets her head pin this time. Came in straight as an arrow, and she's got a 3-2 split. But again, all she really has to do is just pin. And then she should be there. Let's see if she can get the next shots on this one. Damn it, setback leave this time. The wood turns slightly. I don't know if that deflects terribly well. Sullivan needs an out. String 4 of 5 with a 3 p.m. shift coming up after this one, so we'll see you on a separate stream for that. 2 pins plunked out. That's a good shot on the second ball. Just looking for some pins here. And yes, 3 more for Laurel. She upgrades. So with a chance here, she'll need a mark for 120, but still. That wood wasn't terribly kind, was it? Score that a 9. Hammett won't hit 120. Smith easily has a chance to hit yet another 120. So she's going very well. Remember, we're considering both shifts in tandem, but I think Sammy Smith is probable to come out on top. We're going to see her back half in a moment to see if that is the case. A lot more bowlers on the 3 p.m. shift you'll find as well. Triangle, yeah. Hey, that 8-pin standing might not be the worst thing, even though I think it might have nudged slightly. Sullivan's try. 247, yes, got it. And looky, that's a great result there. An underwhelming celebration to be sure, but that's a big deal now because she has a chance to go 120. And I mentioned she was hitting her average. And now she has the chance to go above it. Remember, her average is in the high 70s. Give her the chance here. Sullivan loses the fill. Maybe a chance lost there, but a good string. As she tries to fend off literally her lane partner, drawn at random, Sammy Smith. Diane Hammett scratches 82 with her 26 handicap for a handicap total of 108, 80% to 120. Mark Poirier's pacing on lane 3, and then here's Sammy Smith. I know where I went wrong. Takes out just 3 on the first one. Let's see if Sammy Smith can hold on to this lead. Just wants to get into the pins here. Make sure of it. That's a good second ball. Boy, oh boy, she nearly marked. Just that second ball alone is a big deal, even if she can't complete the 10 box. But she does. 63 through 6. And again, the chance for her to get another triple-digit string. Remember, tournament average 89. Doing well more than that right now. Greg Gouillart, Paul Grant, here on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. YouTube only, the main money match is on Facebook. Head pin won't drive through the 5, but gets everything else. Hits the 1-2 pocket instead of her usual 1-3, just like Joe. A decided cross-lane delivery in a world where it seems like a lot of the righties would rather deal from the backup ball side of the lane, on the left side. Does the wood help this 5-pin? It's not totally convincing. Trying to miss it, she's got it. Missed the front wood, hit the object pin, obviously, and her second mark of the string. See if I can pop this chat out so I can see you folks. Nico Pujar, as always, thank you so much for all you do for our social media. I got my thumbnail game going, but you still do everything else, and we really appreciate you. Got a nice group photo to take here that we took earlier. 6 pins. Again, ball just not driving through, but 79 through 7. Smith again probable to go way over average. Has the plank as an insurance policy. Now she'll need it for ball 3. She can't get the extra pin on this one. Hey, nice pickup, Mark. And there it is. There's the insurance policy kicking into full effect for an 87 through 8. Mark's complaining about the speed of the pin setter, but technically, if he's the last one finished, we're just going to move on, you know? We'll just give him zeros and move on. No dignity for a pacer, I'm so sorry. A very necessary part of this, just to make sure everyone's bowling at the same tempo. Diane Hammett got an 82 in her string for a handicap total of 108. Remember, target is 120. Sammy's got a chance at this one. Just too thin on the head pin, but is grabbing pins for her efforts. And now is a pretty darn good chance at 10, I'd say. That's a lot of wood there. Maybe it'll travel back. And yes, gets it. Score of 10, so she's over that 120 handicap target and with a box in hand. 2 marks will do that for you. Remember, had a 118-second string, so yet again, Sammy Smith seems to be leading the way. Krista Ruggiero scratched a 100. Peggy Donnelly 99. Don't count either of them out yet. And Celeste Buckmore on lane 6 ends up with 97. First ball for Smith, and again, it just deflects on through. It's interesting. Maybe now it has a sort of tail back effect. Because is it just my imagination, or she's hitting the 1-3 and the ball's tailing away, even though I thought she was throwing a cross-lane ball? Maybe it's just a very straight ball. And we were talking about this on another broadcast, the bowlers who try to throw the ball as straight as possible, which is something I tried once upon a time. Not that anyone should take bowling cues from me. But it's similar to curling, the game of sliding rocks on the ice and then everyone yelling at people sweeping brooms in front of it. 9 box, 106 for the string. But if you don't apply a turn to the rock, it will turn for you in an unpredictable direction. So maybe it's worth having a decided break so that you know exactly what angle you're hitting the pocket, at least as best as possible. She gets a 106. Now the Pacers finished as well, and we're going to move on to string number 5 of 5. Be right back. It would help.
Here we go. Our fifth and final string, round 1 of 2. Ladies, 80% handicap tournament. Academy Lanes Pub 125. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart live on Candlepin Bowling Network. It's between the 2 shifts combined. They're not the first shift, not separate payouts. So hopefully you want to come on now. More ladies, 3 o'clock shift. Need a bunch. If you didn't show up today or you've had issues or injuries or legit reasons, surgeries, so things happen, come on down 3 o'clock, ladies. Make that prize fund bigger. Diane Hammett, nice shot. It goes for a 10. She put $30 for Candlepins Cancer, 3 $10 strike balls for 3 different bowlers combined. Kristen Poirier, one of them she picked, got 2 strikes. Somebody else got 1, so $30 to Candlepins for Cancer. And she has not gotten 1 herself. She's putting $10 for every strike she gets also. Thank you. Krista Giro on her left got a 7. Laurel Sullivan to our right on lane 5 got an 8. Final string of round 1. Diana, good ball there. And look at this one. 4, 7, 5, 6. Ruggiero 1, 2, 4, 10. Greg doing a great job today. Scrambled around with this handicap format. A little difficult, isn't it, Greg, handicap?
We're getting there.
Nice try by Hammett. Won't go. Laurel Sullivan trying to sweep it down lane 5. Does for a nice out for a 9. 17 through 2 in the final string of round 1 of 2. Krista trying to avoid 2 7s in a row. Hammett with the wood. Sends it back the unconventional for a nice 10. Pretty shot. The way she drew it up. Gets a giggle out of that one. 2 10s to start the fifth. Ruggiero 2 7s. Next weekend's the Pro Series. It's next weekend, 2 weekends from now, Pro Series.
2 weekends from now.
2 weekends from now.
It's Bayberry next weekend, right?
Next weekend's Bayberry Bowling. Now Bayberry Bowlodrome.
Oh, wow. How did that 9-pin not go?
Wow. Bayberry next Saturday. 80% handicap like today for anybody, man or woman. Register at the Facebook page, Bayberry Bowling Center, Bayberry Bowlodrome, or the chat feature on Candlepin Chat. Hammett got the queen, the 10, the 5-10 by itself, pretty good. Ruggiero, parallel pins plus the 8. Almost got it. Laurel Sullivan, 8, 9, 5, 22 through 3. Way off to our right, Peggy Donnelly has 14 of first 2 with Celeste Buckmore next. Diane, nice out for an 8. 28 through 3, good pinning.
Oh. That pin deflected away, but Ruggiero got it to carry through for the 10.
2 7s and a 10 here in the 5th.
By the way, oh, that 9 got nudged off spot quite simply. Yeah, that's relatable.
Diane, 65 years young from Nashville, New Hampshire, her whole life, 87 average. That's her best year last season. Joined the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class F, now in Class E as the F has gone away. 3 there in that first ball. Sullivan to her right. And he's at the queen, the 5. Ruggiero on lane 3. 1, 3, 6, 10. Diane's high single, 124. High triple, 295. High 5, 495. Out of leader lanes now in Lakeside lanes. Manchester, New Hampshire, 20 years of Candlepin bowling. Ruggiero inside the 1. Diane trying to get a third 10 in 4 boxes somehow with 5 pins standing. It's a good ball. And she got all but the 10. Nice out, 9. Good pinning, 37 through 4 without a mark. Pretty good. Krista Ruggiero, 9, 33 through 4. Laurel's last box, a 9, 31 through 4. On to our right, off the camera, Peggy Donnelly, 37 through 4.
Averages are 80% to 120. That's the handicaps you see, excuse me. So if the bowlers can hit 120 or above, they're doing pretty well. Sammy Smith probably doing best. I'm going to check in on that.
Hammett hits the head pin, comes back for a couple more. Wobbling 2, 8 behind the 2, 7 left. Sullivan clips out 3. Diane enjoys traveling, volunteering, and having fun, and that she is. Played softball and basketball growing up. Got the object pin to stand, still the 2. Sullivan gets 2 of the 4 for an 8, 39.5. The 79 league bowler. Pretty much on track for average. Mark would help. Krista Ruggiero, last box 9, 33 through 4. Diane Hammett, a 10 again, 47.5, pretty good. 3 10s, 8 and a 9. Krista Krista Ruggiero looking for a bunch. Does. And she'll take a 9 any day on that jam. 42.5. Mark Poirier in the middle, pacing, obviously, if you had odd amount of bowlers. Laurel 7-8, she had a 39.5, and now here's Simi Smith. Academy Lane's youth bowler graduate. We'll see the mixed-up graduates, part 2, the rematch with Greg Gouillart and myself here at Academy Lanes this year. Last year in Portsmouth, New Hampshire at Bowlorama. This year it's at Academy Lanes Pub 125, December 21st, 2 p.m. this Sunday before Christmas. Check it out here live on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube or here in person and support Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. She gets a 6 to start her final string. She had a 118 earlier, a 106 last string, a couple of tough ones in between. Kristen Poirier far left, 5, 6, 10 left to right, starting her final string. Peggy Donnelly had a 47.5. She had a spare 5 on the 4th. Celeste Buckmore to our far right got a 10. Sammy gets the 10 to fall down. 2 is the middle pin, object pin. 4 left, 5 right. Mark Poirier pacing. Kristen Poirier, his wife to the left, both in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Sammy Smith knocks it down. Spare. Her relatives approved that one. 16 in the ball through 2, trying to get to the top spot in this first shift. Trying to pay at least 5 spots today. 6 if we get 24. Anything less, we'll have 5 spots paid out. We had 26 last year, won by Sarah Wright. She's not able to make it today, unfortunately, to defend her title. So a new champion.
Too busy watching her dearest Robert win the amateur Candlepin Bowlers.
Oh, he won it?
He did.
Robert T. Mr. T won it. Congratulations. I'm not sure what the payout was for that one.
Say, it's a happy couple today one way or another. Sarah last year, him this year.
Sarah could have come today. Sarah, you could have both won maybe today. Double celebration.
Exeter, New Hampshire is not terribly far from Northern Mass, but hey, things happen.
Simi Smith, 5 in the field, 21 through 2. Missed number 1 for a 9, 30 through 3.
Yeah, on handicap, Sammy Smith is 50 pins, 49 technically ahead of the entire field at the current moment, so she is lopsidedly ahead at the moment.
A great lady, a young rising star in the women's game, Sammy Smith.
Diane Hammond, I show in second place right now. Laurel Sullivan, Poirier, Ruggiero, Donnelly, and Buckmore in that order.
Okay, Laurel had a 39.5, we said. Sammy Smith got a 9 after that spare 5, 30 through 3 at minimum after all that. And Kristen Poirier, 2 9s to 7, 25 through 3. Craig.
And remember, Peggy Donnelly is actually scratching second highest right now on 398 through 4, but since her average is 100, obviously, that's not boding well in this handicap format.
Pins aren't moving as well as they usually are here. The pins are still waking up.
Oh, you wanted us to get over? Maybe not.
Sammy Smith a 9, 39 through 4 here in the 5th. Mark Poirier pacing on lane 4, 25 through 3. Sonia Johnson has arrived. After all, awesome. Sonia Johnson a chance to win it. Sarah Wright, if you want to change your mind, you got to defend your title. Come on down. No pressure. Kristen Poirier in lane 3, 10, 35 through 4. Decent pinning. Sammy Smith plucked out the 6-9. Celeste Buckmore's 35 through 4 to our far right. Although he's covered at least twice today. Some 3 times. Sammy Smith got the 10 out of the way. 7 standing, looking for an out. Trying to get to 49 at the half. Mark Poirier pacing, threw it away. Same thing as Sammy, 7 standing.
He's just making sure he throws a third ball to let Diane rest up. What a guy.
Smith looking for a bunch. It's a good ball, but a little light. Tough 5 and a 44.5.
Kristen and he were bowling earlier today.
Despite the spare 5 in the second. Yes, the Bubble Ball's bowling center in Concord, New Hampshire. He got a 6. He's at 40 at the half, pacing. 6 right, 7 left for Kristen Poirier. Getting a lot of experience out of Buttwells, getting out of our home comfort zone. Well, a lot of events lately. Nice 10 and a 45 half.
Guess again, it's a spare.
Oh, it's a spare.
Oh,
it is a spare. That's right. So I thought it was, okay, the scope is fixed now. It's a spare. Take that back. Trying to cover 3 lanes at once. Good for her. 45 half plus 1. trying to crack in that top spot after this first shift. So we get Sonia Johnson. Wasn't scheduled, so that's good. We'll get one back. 3 p.m. Come on down, ladies. We'll start just shortly after 3 o'clock. After warm-ups and announcements. Please support Candlepins for Cancer, a $500 proud sponsor of the ladies' game in this event. Glad to do it. 1-3 in front, 5 behind the 1, 9 behind the 3 for Laurel Sullivan out of Wakefield Bowldrome, Wakefield, Mass. Bowling for years. Wood doinks it, nothing doing. A 6, 45 through 6. She's in the top 3 right as of right now, Greg, right? You said after 4?
Yeah, that's right. She is in second place right now. It'd be nigh impossible to catch Sammy Smith at this point. She would have to scratch 50 pins more than she does, but doing quite well. Takes a 6 box.
And Sammy Smith, an 88 average. Hasn't bowled as much lately. 95 at peak average from Bill Ricker, Mass. Well, if it's not Bill Ricker, it's Bill Ricker, despite the E in the middle.
Home of Collins Bowldrome. That's a duckpin center. And no relation to Charlie.
Sammy just 20 years young. Bright future for her. Laurel Sullivan grabs the 8. Laurel, 64 years young from Wakefield, Mass. Her whole life, averaging between 79 and 80 in her leagues. 80 her best year. 133 high single, triple and 5 unknown. 50 years of Candlepin bowling. Her aunt got her the bowl back in the 80s. Did win a Massachusetts Women's State doubles title. She enjoys making floats like she did for the July 4th party. Like Mike Warren went to. I couldn't make that one. Wanted to, but I was sick that day. Out of the plans anyway. Makes Candlepin rosary beads also. Interesting. She showed it to me earlier. In a sports plate, she wrote down strictly Candlepin.
Rosary beads. So would they be like balls? Would you have like the blue and white swirl pattern?
She showed me earlier real quick. I'll have to look at that later on. All right. She does a 9.54 through 7. Let's get caught up in the other bowlers. Diane Hammett with the pink shirt. Rocks the 4 down. 1-2-7. Up to 61 through 7 after the 6 and 8 box. Krista Ruggiero had a 9 and an 8, 59 through 7. Kristen Porter in a spare next, 45 and a ball. Ruggiero slips left for 6. 1-3, wobbling 6 to 10, tries to lean down, will not. Diane Hammett for a mark. She got it. Spare. 71 in the ball through 8.
Very good string she's got going here.
Sullivan trying to cap it over. Oh, tough break. 4 left, 6 right.
And Ruggiero runs down the 4 horsemen.
That's a spare. The Rick Kamarowski special in Millis, my longtime Friday Night Mixed League teammate for years. Made a living off that shot, better than the pro rate of 36%, so I call it the Kamarowski special. Great guy, 71 years young. Here's a clutch bowler. Need a mark, you got to mark a lot of times. 69 in the ball through 8 for Ruggiero.
Hammett loads 7 on this. She's headed for her 120 target. Ruggiero still waiting for a reset, of course. No need for Diane to wait.
Come on down for the 3 o'clock shift today. Diane 78 through 8 on the spare 7. 1-2-4 chance. Can she get it? She does! Back to back. Who is this gal? 88 in the ball, right?
Yep.
In the 9th.
Great string working.
Ruggiero bounces 7, 1-8-10. 7 the fill, 76 through 8. Sullivan, 8 last box, 62 through 8. Trying to get a 10 somehow. That's a 7 actually all done with that box. 69 through 9, 10 for average, basically. Diane Hammond crosses over, nice ball, but splits 2 and 2. 6 right, 9 left on the right, 4, 7 on the left. And look at Ruggiero, tickled the 1. She gets a giggle out of that one.
Sometimes it helps to brush up on my 10-pin physics because they, of course, obsess over entry angle and all that, but crossovers don't leave kings when you're way high on it. Then it ends up being an awkward full hit and leaving the 4, 6, 7, 9.
Oh, look at that shot for Ruggiero. Nice 10. 86 to 9. Laurel in parallel time plus the 4-7. Great reference to Dark Shadows. Hammond, almost another one. That would have been 3 in a row. That would have been something. Tonight, the Nico highlight reel. Diane averaging 87, her best season last year. 10. 95, is it?
Oh. Well, 104 for the
6
scratch string.
94 string, 10, so 104 make it. Good finish.
And a handicap total of 130, which is over the 120 target. That's doing very well. I mean, Sammy Smith is far and away, but Hammett's going to be a standout in this shift. Well done.
Sammy Smith's at 44 at the half.
Whoa, that's a good rundown by Ruggiero for the 4 horsemen and the 9-pin.
She got 2 4 horsemen. Now another one with the extra bonus, the post. Pretty good.
Sorry I was late on the button there, but there they go.
2 in the last 3. 96 in the ball in the 10th. Making a statement.
And in classic Candlepin fashion, it's just like, phew.
Mark Poirier pacing gets a spare. 50 half. 50 in the ball through 6 make it. Peggy Donnelly is at 95 through 9. She's had some good string, but not quite her best stuff today. Right around average. Tick under. Sammy Smith rolls the wood out of bounds. 5 middle. 4-7 left. No one mark in the second box of 5 filled, but just a 44 half. Poirier 3, 53 through 6, filling in as a pacer. Sammy Smith an 8, 52 through 6. Ruggiero a 6-pack checker ID, a 4 fill, nice string, 108.
I show one.
I'm sorry,
I show 100 on the dot.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the scoreboard's different here. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong scoreboard. Okay, so 100 even. Okay, spare 4, 100. Good string for her.
Also on target.
Sammy Smith on the cross off the wall. It's 8, 5 in the 7. 2 pieces, V-shaped wood. Gives her a chance, angled. Kristen Poirier, 45 in the ball in the purple shirt to our left, and lane 3 up next. Final 5 boxes. Peggy Donnelly got a 104 finish. Smith, spare! Trying to keep number 1 stranglehold. Looking good right now through shift 1 of 2. 62 in the ball through 7. 3 relatives here in attendance. Kristen 3 in the fill, 48 half. Poirier pacing, denied the spare with the 6. Celeste Buckmore 8:51 through 6 to our far right. Next shift 3 p.m. today. Winding down here. We'll sign up after this is done. Nice ball, 7.5. 10 won't go on the right, 4-7 left. Poirier out of the channel, no good, 9. Pacing.
Let him have it.
70 through 8.
Oh, they're even going to keep careful score on him.
No mercy. Gotta follow the rules.
It's a pacer. Let him be.
Kristen nice out for a 9, 57 through 6. Sammy make it 69 through 7 after the spare 7, grabs 1. A sport for any age, Candlepin Bowling, it's unbelievable. Get the word out, join a league.
But I guess it's not authentic pacing if you have to wait for the score correction, because that would naturally recur in the course of normal bowling.
Oh, look at that shot for Sammy.
Oh, that wood came all the way across, didn't it?
9, 78 through 8. Mark Poirier pacing.
And again, Smith's having a great string.
Kristen Poirier a 9, 57 through 6 after the spare 3.
We'll try and get you the printouts of the scores and whatnot. We'll have some time in a second.
3 p.m. Come on down, ladies. We need more bowlers. Smith 2 on split. 5, 9, 7 left. 9th box, 5th string for her. Mark Poirier getting up experience. Bombs away. Baby strike, but it doesn't count in this tournament. Obviously pacing. Strike in the 10th. 89 plus 2. Sammy Smith the wood. Grabs the 9 instead. 5 in the 7. Kristen Poirier 2, 4, 7, 10 on lane 3 in the cool purple shirt. A lot of the parity in the ladies' game today, average-wise. Sammy Smith missed right for an 8, 86 through 9. Kristen Oreo cookie time, Oreo cakester time, middle cream, wafers on the outside. Poirier pacing on a strike, trying to get to 99. Sammy Smith, we had mentioned 8, 86 through 9, a final box.
Ed, good to see you as well.
Mark Poirier gets a 9 in his strike and ends up with a 98 finish, pacing.
We're here for Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity founded by Al Johnson. 5 bowlers, 4 bowlers, delivering financial relief at their most difficult moment.
Al, 2-time cancer survivor, 70 years young. Great job he's done. Doesn't get the credit he deserves.
Also, shout out to Steve Reno Sr. for the logo you see in the top left. Originally a woodcraft creation.
Yes.
A talent that I keep meaning to ask him more about.
And Kim Baker makes the Candlepins Cancel shirts, new Bombs Away Baby shirts for those that haven't heard, coming in October. Still the Candlepins Cancel logo in front and the Bombs Away Baby logo and the picture of the pins blowing up.
Let's see if I can get that in edgewise. Keep meaning to amid everything.
Christopher his last box, 8, 72 through 8. Sammy Smith ends up with an 8, ends up with a 93 string.
There it is, right on screen.
90, should be 94.
It's right under Kristen right now, the Bombs Away Baby logo.
That's the new design. The pins being obliterated. Alex Patton wanted regular pins, but they're blowing up. They look good. They got the red stripe. Looks like an explosion. Yeah. Caitlin's hustling mother just had hip surgery yesterday. How's she doing? Doing good.
Still sore, but recovering.
Tiffany Gothia's in the house. How are you? Tiffany, Tough House Turn Hall in Holyoke, Mass. Greg will wrap it up.
Yeah. Barrier on the object pin twice now. And now she'll have to aim for the 610. That's what they mean by tough pins here. Sammy Smith ended up with a 94. So I predict that's going to keep her in first place. Far and away. Poirier's got 9. She's doing a fine job right now. Peggy Donnelly 104, which is basically her average. She's been scratching it all day, but those who go above and beyond, like Sammy, rapid growth, are the ones that get rewarded the most. That's the beauty of these handicap tournaments, and in the spirit of what Paul says, the more tournaments you bowl, the better you get, and the point of a handicap tournament is encouraging participation and experience of competition. Check out your local bowling league. That's how they do it as well. They'll be happy to have you and have you take part. As long as you know how to roll the ball forwards, basically, and know the rules, you're welcome. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Last balls of the tournament. So we'll get into the scores updated. We'll probably post it somewhere, or we'll have it for you for the next shift. But there we go.
Oh, really?
Barring with the last ball of this shift, and then we'll start a new stream. Please like and follow on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube if you're logged in to make sure that you don't miss the next shift as well, which will be at 3 p.m. local time. That's in 50 minutes, 50 minutes, as I speak. $7.88 and handicap total 109 for Poirier. And that is that. Thank you very much for watching for now. This has been Greg Gouillart alongside Paul Grant. We'll be back with the 3 p.m. shift in a moment. For now, so long.